It's Friday. But we're doing metal. It's been a week. We were doing Metal Monday on a Friday, man.
I got a feeling that this next 2 months is going to be a shit show. Like, maybe just busy. Like, I was looking at my
Because the shit show doesn't mean it's bad.
No, it just means crazy. Like, to me, it just means like the 18-wheeler is speeding down the highway, and then there's...
Are our brakes still working? Or our brakes?
I think so.
Okay,
I think
good.
so.
We don't have to hit those dirt off-ramp
We went through the scales. We've been safety checked.
Okay.
We got DOT ready to, they accepted what we brought to the table, and we're good. We're speeding down the highway. That being said, we got a lot in the cooker. So... it is what it is. The markets they're not great. They're not terrible. They're just kind of ho-hum. We got an election next week. Ready to get that deal put to bed.
It's almost here. Last day for early voting. If you want to be
vote.
an early voter.
Yeah, go vote. If you like our country, you'll vote for Donald Trump. If you don't like our country, you'll probably vote for somebody else. That's just my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. And here we go. I mean, I think that I'm hopeful that we'll get a good election results and people will actually want us to be successful. The people elected will actually want to bring some industry back to the United States.
What if we don't get the
fuck,
result?
then it is what it is. It's 4 more years and we try again.
Are we going to close the doors, lock it up?
Yeah. I mean, I always look at the elections kind of like...
He meant no. We're going to keep staying open.
The elections are kind of like the Olympics, right? Like, you get every 4 years, you get a chance to win gold. And let's say you fucking false start or your pole vault breaks and you got to wait 4 more years, but you get another chance to win the gold. Like, but does the guy just quit while you wait for the next 4 years? Or do you keep training and you keep getting better and you keep hoping that next year's Olympics we're going to fucking win? Like, that's how I'd look at it. Is I would like to see, I know what I'd like to see, and I'd like to see Trump win. I'd like to see, some shit change. But if not, then we wait 4 years and we do it again. And hopefully in the next few months things change. People's sentiment changes. People get more aggressive about building. They believe manufacturing could come back because, I think there's a lot of, I'm going to put it like this. If Trump gets elected, it doesn't necessarily mean that's great for the scrap metal recycling industry, right? Mm-hmm. Because if tariffs get put on China and tariffs get put on here and get put on there, then it's going to be tough to export material because they're going to put tariffs right back on us, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe. We'll see. It makes that export market tough, which then means the domestic guys have a captive audience. Mm-hmm. But I also believe that if we can bring some manufacturing back to this country, then it increases new steel demand in the United States, which can be good also.
It creates more scrap metal.
Creates more scrap, creates more domestic scrap. It creates more jobs within our country. It creates more opportunity. I don't know. Maybe I'm an optimist in that regard, but I feel like the last 4 years haven't been a really great 4 years for a lot of people. So maybe the next 4 years will. And regardless, whoever the fuck gets elected, like, we're gonna do what we do. Like, we're here.
That's where I was headed.
I knew where you were going.
Yeah,
I knew, and I was just being sarcastic. No, we got so many projects coming in 2025 that. We ain't pulling the brakes on it just on the election. Like, we're actually trying to get ahead of it. And probably it might be in our best interest if fucking Harris gets elected and the economy goes to shit, because then we can do more while everybody panics. And then when everything turns back around, like, you're in probably a lot better of a position. But
it's
we're
just
not stopping.
Navigating the situation. We don't know what's going to be. No one does. And we just push forward. Like,
it's all gas, no brakes.
We have some really cool stuff we're bringing on to our metal recycling side to help with some production that we'll share here soon with everybody. And
we're looking hard at some stuff on our tire recycling side. Mm-hmm. Like, every facet of our business, like, we're trying to grow. I mean, we've got more storage facilities coming in 2025. We've got more recycling facilities coming in 2025. Like, we have more pipe yards coming in 2025. Like, none of our businesses are we waiting for a fucking election to decide if we're gonna try and grow. Like, it's all gonna happen. So come hell or high water, like, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead.
In the market, fairly sideways, except PGMs. I mean,
yeah, PGMs. I mean, they had a really good run last week.
There's really
this
the
week,
steam got taken out of
They
them.
took out of it for whatever reason. It's going to be volatile. I mean, everything's going to be pretty volatile. Really. Copper has been up and down, and I think it's still settled around 3 or 4.35 or 4 or somewhere in that range.
Mid-30s.
Yeah, which is still a pretty good copper price, all things considered. Aluminum's really held its own this month.
Aluminum's still really strong. Yeah,
I mean, I think that's a good thing. Should be a good thing for the shredders. I mean, ferrous. I feel like I'm going to do our podcast with
Chad
today. Bulls versus Bears. It'll be out next week. So we should at least have some good indications, at least what his opinion is on the ferrous side, what to be looking for, so you guys can make good trades next week. And onwards and upwards, man. It's all positive momentum from my standpoint.
Well, thank you, everyone. We'll be back next week. Maybe Monday, maybe not. I don't know yet.
Depends on what the day holds. But our goal is Metal Monday. Sometimes it gets done on Friday, but we didn't miss. That's the key.
We still got it in.
Got it in for the week.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend.